now it's time for the Sea Lion Splash.
Hey Sea Lions, you may have noticed some improvements out on the upper playground by the basketball courts. We've painted out some lines so that you can play a new sport called lightning. Lightning is going to replace any 4 versus 4 or 5 versus 5 basketball that used to happen before this video. We made a decision to take away any competition basketball because a lot of people were getting fouled or they didn't have an opportunity to shoot the ball or pass the ball enough. It just seemed like the better players kept taking all the shots or making all the right passes. So let's check out lightning. In order to play lightning, you need at least 2 players and you need 2 basketballs and 1 basketball hoop. Any other remaining players stand in line from the free throw line extending backwards all the way to center court. The very first player takes a shot from the free throw line and tries to make a basket. If they miss, they need to go and get the rebound and make another shot. However, the second player, who also has a basketball, can begin to take their free throw and try and make a shot before player 1 is able to make theirs. If they do, player 1 is out. If player 1 makes a shot, then player 2 is out. You keep going on and on and on until there's only 1 player remaining. So let's go over those rules one more time. The first 2 players get a basketball. Player 1 takes the first shot from the free throw line. If they make it, then they go to the back of the line and they get to compete again. If they miss, they have to get the rebound and try and make another shot. Simultaneously, player 2 is taking a shot from the free throw line. If player 2 makes the free throw, then player 1 is out. Player 2 will then go to the back of the line. Essentially, both players are taking turns shooting the basketball until one makes the shot. The person that does not make the shot is out, and they wait for the next turn. The person that does make the shot goes to the back of the line, and play continues until there's only 1 winner left. Those of you that are out, you can go ahead and sit on the wall and encourage the other players. If you are standing in line, it's also fun if you're encouraging players as well. Lightning is a fun game that really allows you a lot of opportunities to rebound, to take shots, and to also encourage your teammates and to watch how they play so you can improve your game as well. I hope you enjoy playing Lightning in the next coming months. Hey Sea Lions, I want to introduce you to a game called Tetherball. Tetherball is a game that's played out on the playgrounds with a ball that is attached by a knot to a rope and a clip. This is a game that requires 2 people, and there are a couple rules that you need to know in order to play safely. Let's check out Tetherball.
Welcome to Tetherball. This is how you play.
There are a couple safety precautions that you need to know about before playing Tetherball. The first is that you need to make sure that the rope is safely secured to the ball. The other thing you need to check is that the rope is safely secured to the clip. Another precaution is that it is very, very unsafe to hang on the ball. You can't, if this is hanging onto the pole, you can't lean on the ball like this or climb this rope or climb the pole at all. That's very unsafe and could result in injury. Once you've checked all the safety precautions, made sure the rope is secured to the ball and the rope is also secured to the chain, then you can begin to play. You want to pick sides and decide which side is going to serve to start the game. The non-serving side gets to pick which direction they want to hit towards. Then take turns serving for subsequent games. You want to serve the ball by striking the tetherball with either your hand or your forearm. You cannot strike the rope with your hand or your forearm. If you do that, then you're out. You can serve the ball by holding it in your hand and striking it, or you can serve the ball by tossing it into the air and striking it. Both are safe. There's a couple things that you need to know about the tetherball court. The tetherball court is divided into two different zones. There's the playing zone and there's the neutral zone. The neutral zone is off limits, and the playing zone are where the players will stand. If you step on the line, then that is considered a foul, and the ball is transferred to the other player so that they could strike it.
This is the king or queen space.
This is off limits. This is the challenger space.
This is the off limits place.
Once the game gets going, each player is allowed to hit the ball when it reaches their side, but there are a couple rules that you need to know. The first is that you can't catch the ball and throw it. That's not allowed. That's called a foul. If there's a foul, then the ball transfers to the other side, and that person gets to hit it in their direction. The other rule is that you cannot strike the ball by grabbing the rope or striking the rope. It's called a ropey, and that's also considered a foul. Another foul is when you step into the neutral zone. You want to make sure your feet are in the right area. Lastly, you cannot tap the ball twice as it's going around the pole. If you strike the ball, then it's the other person's turn to hit the ball back. Sea Lions, I really hope that you enjoyed Tetherball, and if you have any questions, you could go ahead and ask us. We're here to help you to play and have fun at recess. The next game that we'd like to explain is flag football. Flag football is going to be available for upper grades, grades 4 and 5. You guys will have an access to different flags to put around your waist, as well as different footballs and cones in order to set up your game. Let's check out how to set up. Flag football is going to consist of 5 versus 5. If you need to expand the game to more players, then new teams can find a different part of the field and set up their own game. But we want to keep it to 10 players max in order to make it safe. You need 6 cones, 1 football, and flags for every member of each team. Let's set up the field. You're going to put out 2 cones to indicate an invisible line for one end zone. You're going to put down 2 more cones to indicate the halfway point, and then another 2 cones out at the other end zone. Your team of 5 will have 4 downs to get from one end zone to the midway zone. Then you'll also be able to have 4 more downs to move from the midway point to the end zone to score a point. 4 attempts to get to the midway point, 4 attempts to get to the end zone. It's pretty easy. If you score a touchdown, that's going to equal 1 point. We want to make sure that you get 2 points if you're able to involve all 4 of your receivers in your drive. If the quarterback is able to get the ball successfully passed to player A, B, C, and D, and then score a touchdown, they're going to get 2 points. Makes sense, right? Let's make sure that you're playing safe when playing flag football. I want you to go for the flags only. Please do not push or shove above the waist. That's not safe. The next thing is if you do make an interception, you're allowed to run it back. So let's try and play some good defense out there. Lastly, let's be encouraging to our teammates. We're going to ask that 4th and 5th grade play together. It's important that all team members are encouraging to each other, are helping each other up, and also checking on each other if someone gets hurt. That's going to be critical in the success of this game. I hope you guys enjoy flag football on the McGaugh field.